Today I thought I would talk about wigs at gigs. Wigs at gigs! A lot of the times I get questions regarding when you go to shows, how do you keep your wig on? What do? Do you just not go dance? Do you just not go in the pit? And the answer to that is no. I definitely dance. I definitely go in the pit. I definitely, when I want to go support local bands, I want to have fun. I want to be there and enjoy the moment. And, well, that's one of the biggest questions I get is, how do you keep a wig on at a gig, or do you just take it off? I'm sitting here going, I'm the kind of person that would be like, hold my wig, you know, so I can have fun and dance, because in my area, nobody cares, because everyone knows each other. But now if you're a little self-conscious about your hair, if you're like me and you have a disorder, and you don't really have much hair, you could always use other solutions. So one solution I like to use, if you are in kind of a mellow setting and you're not what's the term for it? Like getting rowdy, if you're not, dancing or anything, if you just plan to stay back, I would say use a wig cap, which just goes over your head and it kind of keeps your wig in place. But what I do personally, if I want to go into a pit and not get my hair pulled or knocked off, even if it's just an accident, because shit happens especially if you're at a show with a larger, more known band playing. My favorite solution is a U-clip. And what those are these little things. The same exact kind of clips that come on hair extensions. They just go boop. And they can go into your hair like so. And it's stuck in your real hair. So what I do is I take needle and a thread, and I put the clips into the very front hairline of the cap. And what you want to do is you don't want to go past this part here, it's going to dig into your skin, because you want it to rest on your hairline. So you put it like, you see where the stitching is right here? There's lines of stitching. You want to put it at the first line of stitching. And I personally go through all 3 holes. So once I'm done sewing one hole, I don't rethread. I just go through. And maybe I go through it about 3 or 4 times, depending on how sturdy I want it to be. And you just kind of go through. And then once you're done, pull it as tight as you possibly can without breaking your thread. That's why in projects like this, I tend to double thread my needle. So like, thread it and then have 2 tails at the bottom that I tie together. Normally with patches I don't do that, but with these I definitely do that. And you don't rethread, you just go to the next hole and go through. Boop, boop, boop. And keep doing that until you're satisfied. You want to make sure you really get it through that fabric though, not too much to where it's causing a pinch, like a peak to happen, like where it's squinching together. You don't want that to happen. You want it to lay as flat as possible. And you just go burp. And then after that, you tie it off at the end like you normally would. And normally I knot it about 3 times. I do my things in threes, kind of my favorite number. You knot it in threes, and then I'm gonna do 2 in this wig, but after that you have something like this, where it's began right here, like the end of it is began at the or has begun at the front right here. And what it does, when you don't want to wear a wig cap, if you think a cap's going to be too hot, you want to have a wig with ventilation, like a lace cap with ventilation. And now it just slides into your hair. So I'm going to end up adding another one on the other side. And normally where I add them is like, you have these 2 little wings that go in front of your ears, like right here when it's resting on your head. You have these 2 little itty bitty wings, and you want them to go 1/4 of an inch above, or 2 inches even, towards here, or here is where you want them to be, around this area. So that way they're like in your bangs. I'm gonna end up, since this is the front of the wig, I'm gonna end up adding another one here. But for this tutorial, explanation tutorial, I thought I would just do one to sort of show you. And one thing I recently started doing was sewing it at the size I want it to be. So when you there's a ribbon here that has different pockets right here, where you can put the bra strap like things into the wig and slide them in to adjust them, but I find those always come undone on me, and I don't like feeling that random pop of looseness happen. Even if I'm clipped here, I don't like that little it's like, no, my security is gone. So I have been hooking them and then sewing them in place is what I've been doing. So now what you're going to do is you're going to line your hairline. You're going to push your hair back. If your hair is short, if you have long hair, you might still want to wear a wig cap at least to here, and then clip it into your bangs that are pushed back. What you're going to do is you're going to line your hairline with the front of the wig. And it might be a little uncomfortable at first because you do have loose metal just kind of resting on your head. You just sort of adjust it to the way you want it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, since your hair is pushed back, you now have that piece of metal that's unclipped. You're going to slide it into the very front of your hairline and bangs and clip it. And now, well, it's not secure on this side, but now if you are going somewhere and someone tries to pull your hair off, it's gonna pull your hair with it, which it does suck, but I find it to be a little more realistic. So that way you can be like, I mean, I don't believe in lying, but you can be like, ow, my hair, and it won't, you know, raise any questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and sew that into the other side, and I hope that this little tutorial helped. Take care, you guys, and God bless.